Hello, this is 6m-English with me, Wells and Smith. Today we are talking rubbish. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I thought it's going to be interesting. So, it's a topic of rubbish, not that rubbish. I see to go on. Thank you. So, amount of waste we produce around the world is huge and is a growing problem. But there are some things we can do. So, like recycling. I can recycle a lot and always very careful to spread my rubbish into paper, metals, food, plastic, and so on. But is that enough? Even if we do it? Well, look a little more. This topic shows at least first to raise a question. Which countries recycle the highest percentage of its waste? Is it A, Sweden, B, Germany, or C, New Zealand? What do you think, Sams? I'm not sure, but I think it could be Germany, so I'm going to go with Germany. Okay, what is please write later on. BBC radio programs with business stories recently tackled these topics. Spoken Alexander's an expert this area. Doesn't it think recycle is the answer? Let's hear recycle. Recycling is not the answer to waste from an efficient point of view because we are not able to get all the waste separated properly and therefore treated in the background. The main subject of our model is to hard waste, so we don't see as urban citizens or rural citizens, we don't see the waste. It is out of sight and therefore out of mind. What is your recycling? I was a bit surprised because he said the recycling wasn't answer one reason is that not always possible to waste the recycle from waste you can recycle, not that make treating is very difficult. Treating means handling it and using difficult process what can be used again, and the result of a lot of waste, including waste that could be recycled but which is just hidden, and as long as we don't think about it, and use is a good place to this out of sight, out of mind, and that's the truth. At least for me, my rubbish and recycling is collected and I don't really think about what happens to it after that. As a recycling says, I think it's just buried, weren't even sent to those countries. It's not the front of my house. I don't really think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Let's listen again. Recycling is not the answer to waste from an efficient point of view because we are not able to get all the waste separated properly and therefore treated in the background. The main objects of our model is hard waste, so we don't see as urban citizens or rural citizens. We don't see the waste which is out of sight and therefore out of mind. One person's problem is develop what is called a circular economy. It's the presence of a business theory, so explain what it means. Ideas stand up core of circular economies and business model is that products like washing machines or even brooms can always be returned to the manufacturer to be reused or repaired. Therefore, sold again. The point is, manufacturers retain responsibility for life cycles of the products produced rather than the consumer, assuming they're responsible when we will buys it. So it sounds like a simple idea, still it's very difficult to do. Our idea is that when a company products the manufacturers is responsible for the product and not the person who bought it. Consumers. So if the product breaks or reaches the end of the useful life is recycled and the manufacturers has to take it back and fix, refurbish, have a recyclers, gas this was make a manufacturers trying to make the certain word. Let's listen again. Rather than the course of a circular economics and business model, products like say washing machine, even brooms can always return to manufacturers to reused, repaired before they're sold again. Point is, the manufacturer retains responsibility for the life cycle its products it produces rather than the consumer assuming responsibility when it supplies it. That's just about it. We have time for this with these programs. If we recycle the vocabulary or very good as before think Sams, before we recycle vocabulary, we need to get the answer to these questions. Which countries is of course the highest percentage of its waste? Is A Sweden, B Germany, or C New Zealand? Sam, what did it say? Articles Germany. Several I would like to for you congratulations. Because Germany is your correct answer, now let's go over the vocabulary. Of course, to separate means to divide or split different things. For example, separate plastic from the old papers, recycling. Treating is the word we're dealing with. For example, recycle waste. The phrase out of sight, out of mind means ignore something or separate. You can see a manufacturer is a person or companies make something and the consumer is the person wide and a length of times can expect to produce work for using it as a life cycle. As last of the program is 6 minute English as you there are it's time for us and us companies join us soon. Until then there's plenty more people learning English online on social medias and on our website. Bye for now. Bye.